All right, Coach, they've got and the bottled water's flowing. Figures to be a loud and raucous atmosphere in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. We take it in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season.
When I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
On third and long, it's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Mike 54. 47. Done.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Got it open. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Break. 54 Mike.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Prescott now. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he's going to be brought down. That's a gain of 11 would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, two.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Forbath, the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take on at the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
A first down carry by Elliott. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front, because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it? Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jalen Smith leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. After the sack on first down, Rodgers.
Complete to Scott Miller. It's a gain of 16 yards, but it brings up third down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Packers nothing.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And an alley to run. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
On first down, Elliott. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Prescott to throw it. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And he'll take it into the touchdown. A monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. Already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to replay for a big shot. All these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers looking deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes it's that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the... And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. And only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. they've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Here we go. Line 8. Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Line 8. 26.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Intended that time for Cooper.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. A loss of 2 there, second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for first down.
Check. Fresno.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
That's it, baby. That's it. Big hit.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Austin. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Silver.
Here we go. 46.
Crash.
Here we go. 46.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games for the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the... And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Let's go. Zoom. Hey, check Mike.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Mike, 58, right there. I'm coming.
26.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
Now Elliott. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times, and you can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? He's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
No. 319. I'm coming. 319.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch twist. Inside.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Now he'll go deep down, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Jump out.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there, just one.
And now here is another interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. It's a foot race. The 30, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Forbath, the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Easy. Yeah, Liz. Hey, Charlie. To
throw is Rodgers. Man open. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Chidobe with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
It's easy work. It's coming again.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Rip left.
Going to 53.
Again, it's Elliott. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now Prescott. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
We can't be stopped.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. Looking deep in the direction of Cook. That's caught inside the 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 49 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Check. So we're going to 53. He's checked 26.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 15. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To try again after the sack. Rodgers, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Another incompletion. It's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here's Rodgers. Throwing on 3rd and long. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it with Jones. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 27-yard line.
58. Come on. I'm coming to the 58.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Rodgers going to throw. And he's going to go down again. DeMarcus Lawrence. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here we go. Slide in.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, watch the screen.
And they take a knee. These Cowboys looking good here at AT&T Stadium. Of course, they were really good in this building last year, 7-1 in their 8 games played at home. The only loss was on a Monday night to Tennessee. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Dallas, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.